Jurassic Park was the movie that kicked it all off, and I commend it for that. But I also commend Jurassic World for rebooting the series after 14 years. But I think it also deserves an expansion, just like Return to Jurassic Park. But why don't we explore a Return to Jurassic World expansion? Now, let us return back to Jurassic World. Let's get started with a campaign. The campaign that this expansion could come with could revolve around us returning back to Las Cinco Muertes and Isla Nublar, bringing back the original Isla Nublar and Isla Sorna maps, and again the other 4 islands. This would be a perfect time to bring back these maps. There was a lot of species present in Isla Nublar that we do not have already. So let's get started. Allophrosaurus was a theropod that was pretty unique and was around the size of a Gallimimus or Struthiomimus. Its head shape is very unique and would be nice to see in game. Losothosaurus was an ornithischian that lived in the early Jurassic and could provide another African species, but this one could also have feathers, and it also appeared during the Holoscape along with the Allophrosaurus. And I know people love feather species, as we can tell from the reception of the feathered species pack. Hoplitosaurus was related to Polacanthus and would make a nice inclusion to the game. Coelurus was a small coelurosaurian from the late Jurassic period, and would add another smaller carnivore to the game. Peloroplites was a notosaurid that lived in Utah during the late Cretaceous. Both Rugops and Deinosuchus were used for the creation of the Indominus Rex, and I know these two species are heavily wanted to game. Deinosuchus would be our first crocodilian and would be amazing to see in game. Naponosaurus was a small Lambeosauridae and would offer us more variation for our smaller dinos. Viavinator, Quilmosaurus, and Pycnonomosaurus were all used for the creation of the Indominus as well, but it wasn't as present as Deinosuchus and Rugop, but I would still like to include them in this expansion. But out of the 11 species, what 4 would you guys pick? Make sure to leave your list in the comments below. Some new skins and variants we could see could be the 2015 Baryonyx that we got from the Jurassic World website. And some people are confused why they didn't just keep this Baryonyx model. This Parasaurolophus model from the website as well would also be nice to see. It's a very thick boy when compared to the Parasaurolophus in game, so I think this would be a nice skin to see. This Pachy skin is also missing. It appeared during 2015 and would offer us more color variation for a Pachycephalosaurus, as in reality it's not uniquely colored. Although Microsaurus isn't in-game, I would like to think that Microsaurus is coming soon, and if there was an expansion like this, that a 2015 Microsaurus skin would come, since it was present in Jurassic World. Although we already have the Edmontosaurus with this exact same skin in Jurassic World Evolution, the one key difference between this is that it's missing its head crest, and this Edmontosaurus model is just bulkier. Some other skins we could see could be the missing Camp Cretaceous skins that we briefly saw during like Season 1 and Season 2. But let's get started on attractions. The petting zoo from Jurassic World would also be nice to see, as people love to make their own petting zoos with what we have currently in the game, and just offering us another attraction would be nice to see to possibly put our smaller dinosaurs in. The Gallimimus Valley would also be nice, as you could just be a big enclosure where you could just put a bunch of dinosaurs and a Jurassic tour could walk in with it, and they would be running around alongside the Jurassic tour, which would be nice to see. Originally, I was gonna have the viewing log from Jurassic World, but since they're going to add that in Update 6, I think let's just go on to the next attraction. The Treetop Grazers attraction would also be nice to see. To be able to use some unique animations between our guests and our dinosaurs, similar to what Lex had with the Brachiosaurus in Jurassic Park. The Bamboo Forest would also be nice to see, or it could just be another foliage type, which bamboo would be nice to see and could maybe bring back some paleobotany from the first game. But now for map. Every single map from Jurassic World Evolution 1 from the 5 tests could be brought back. We would probably bring back the original Isla Nublar map from the first game, alongside the Isla Nublar 1993 map. Isla Montanceros could also be brought back, but what they could do is just expand its borders to make it more playable, or they can just keep it like that. Isla Muerta, what they could do for this is like the Germany map, where you would expand the border to alongside the beach, or maybe you give us another natural lagoon here with just the water here. Isla Tacaño map would be the most interesting one, as we can clearly see a bunch of water here, and this would serve as a perfect natural lagoon. My Isla Tacaño is easily my favorite map from the first game. Isla Pena would also be nice, as it's a very interesting map and very small map, and all of these maps could be brought back into challenge mode. Isla Sorna could also make its grand return. The 2018 map would be very unique to see, and if Frontier really just wants to do that, they could just get rid of that huge mountain in the middle, but I know people liked it just because it was very unique. The Isla Sorna 1993 map that came with Return to Jurassic Park would also be amazing to see, but they could just expand it or make it less awkwardly, as in reality, I didn't really use this map that much. Some new decorations we could see could be the Raptor paddock from Jurassic World, which I know people love to mod in. The Indominus paddock from Jurassic World would be amazing to see in game. And finally, the Carnotaurus paddock that we saw from Camp Cretaceous. The fences of this paddock are completely different from any fence that we have in game and would be nice to see. Or they could just give us the fences as the new fence type. Now, for buildings. The original Jurassic World Evolution amenities can make their grand return here, as people have been constantly asking for them. And I know, although the new amenities are far more superior, the old amenities just had an amazing infrastructure and would be amazing to be able to customize, kind of missing some Jurassic Park theme amenities. The building set from Jurassic World Evolution 1 could also return. The Science Center, Security Center, and concrete fences could also make the grand return. But we could also see the return of the Storm Defense Station, since the storms are extremely annoying in the second game as well. But that's it for me. What do you guys think? Would you like an expansion like this? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. But I will see you guys next week. And I can't wait for this update.